From Benjamin, my sister is in need of serious help. Ever since she was in an emotionally and sometimes physically abusive relationship, she hasn't been the same. Her mental health is very low, and sometimes she talks about killing herself. All my life, I've seen her struggle with medical issues and her weight, and I've never known her to take responsibility for things that she can fix on her own. I tell my mom she needs a therapist, but she tells me no, she needs Jesus. Though I do agree that God can help, I'm not sure she has faith. I know one day my sister will have to make a turnaround, but she is already almost 30 years old. I love her and want her to fix herself, but she just won't, and I don't know how to help. Thank you to you and the Daily Wire. Listen, you can't force somebody to save themselves, and hectoring them and badgering them is not going to help her. It's not going to help her. I suspect, of course she needs Jesus, but that doesn't mean she doesn't also need a therapist. She probably does need a therapist. She probably needs somebody to talk to her who understands these problems. It's different levels of human beings. The spiritual level is one level, but sometimes your psychological problems can keep you from getting to the spiritual level. If you're constantly worried about, depression, if you're constantly having bad relations with people, bad sexual relations, bad intimate relations of any kind, and you're depressed and you're unhappy, you're angry, all those things, that requires a doctor. I mean, just like you wouldn't say, heal me, God. You would say, heal me, God, and then go to the doctor. You don't just say, heal me, God, and then not get help. God helps those who help themselves. Now, what can you do? Not very much. The most important thing you can do is love her and be there for her and treat her with kindness and respect. It's possible you may see an opening in a conversation where you suggest that maybe a therapist would help her, but it's possible that won't come. You can't save people. You can't save their lives. What you can do is put love in their lives, and that sometimes can have a curative effect, and sometimes cause them to trust you enough to take some good advice. But most importantly, you should be there for her, treat her with love, treat her with respect, and hopefully that'll help her start to move away from obviously self-destructive behavior.